Here we are back again with chapter number 9, complex number, and exercise B. Here I am doing some of the questions to make it clear the topic. So as first I am doing question number 5, fifth part. Question number 5 is determine real values of x and y for which each statement is true, and it is given x minus 2 x minus yi into 2 plus 3i is equal to x minus 2i upon 1 minus I. We have to find out the value of x and y. Actually what we will do in this, first of all the left hand side we will make in proper form of x plus iy, or we can say a plus ib. Right hand side also, as it is given 1 minus I in the denominator, we will apply the conjugate and we will also make it in the form of a plus ib. Then what we can do, we can compare, as I told, that this imaginary unit, the coefficient of I, and the number that is without I, and the term that which is without I. We can compare both terms from left hand side also and right hand side. Then we can get the value of x and y. As if I will solve left hand side, what it will be? It will be 2x plus 3xi minus 2yi minus 3yi square. So it will be 2x plus 3y. I can take it in a bracket because this I square will be minus 1. So it will be plus 3y. So I have taken it in separate bracket, and this one with I, it's 3x minus 2y. This is what I have changed into the form of a plus ib. That means it is the term with imaginary unit and it is without imaginary unit. Same I will do with right hand side. As it was right hand side, it is x minus 2i upon 1 minus I. When we will apply the conjugate, it will be 1 plus I upon 1 plus I. Denominator, it will be 1 minus I square. That means I square is minus 1. So it will be 1 plus 1. And numerator, it will be x plus xi minus 2i plus 2. That means if I will compare, it will be x plus 2 plus I x minus 2 and it's upon 2. So when I will compare this a with this a, that means the terms without I, my equation will be 2 into 2x plus 3y is equal to x plus 2. So it will be 4x plus 6y is equal to x plus 2. When I solve it, it will be 3x plus 6y is equal to 2. That is equation number 1. Second equation, what it will be? I am erasing it. Here you can look what we got at last. When we will compare the terms with imaginary unit, what that will be? What we have got it, 3x minus 2y, this 3x minus 2y equal to x minus 2 upon 2. So it will be 6x because this 2 will be multiplied. 6x minus 4y is equal to x minus 2. So it will be 5x minus 4y, 5x minus 4y is equal to minus 2. This is equation number 2. Once again I am explaining. First of all, we have solved the left hand side and we made it in the form of a plus ib. Same way we have solved the right hand side and we made it in the form of a plus ib. Then we have compared the coefficient. That means the terms which is without I we have taken together, and the terms which is with I, that coefficients also we have taken together. Then we got two equations, okay, in the form of x and y. Now we can solve these equations and we can get the value of x and y. My next question is question number 7. As it is asked, write the additive inverse. First of all, I will explain what are the additive inverse. From our smaller classes, we are studying what are the additive inverse. If I'll ask about 2, the additive inverse of 2 will be minus 2, because after adding minus 2 in 2 we are getting 0. So this minus 2 is known as the additive inverse. Same here we are going to study, as it is given minus 2 plus 3i. What will be the additive inverse of this? That after adding we have to get 0. Okay, so it will be 2 minus 3i, because when we will add in this, so we will get 0. These are known as the additive inverse. Now next equation, question number 8, we are going to study about multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse, if I am talking about, if I am saying that the number 2 is given and I am asking the multiplicative inverse of this 2, then you will say that it is 1 upon 2, because when you will multiply it with 1 upon 2, the answer is 1. So additive inverse means after adding that term we have to get 0, and multiplicative inverse means when we will multiply the given term with the multiplicative inverse, we will get 1. So here when we talk about the multiplicative inverse, what we have to do, as it is asked for 2 plus 2i. Okay, the first part itself it is asked for 2 plus 2i. So will you, if you can focus, then the multiplicative inverse of this will be 1 upon 2 plus 2i. Because when we will multiply these two terms, it was given, this one we have taken. When we will multiply these two terms, we will get 1. So this one is the multiplicative inverse. Now I am taking you back to class 9th. Okay, when we were studying about the rational number. So as we have studied that denominator we cannot leave in the form of any irrational number. Same way we cannot leave the denominator in the form of any complex number. As you can see that this 2 plus 2i, 1 upon 2 plus 2i, the denominator is in the form of complex number, so we cannot leave. So what we will do, we will not write this one. Yes, this is the inverse, but we will not leave it here. We will solve it further. It is 1 upon 2 plus 2i. If I will apply the conjugate, then it will be 2 minus 2i upon a plus b, a minus b. So it will be a square minus b square. That means 2 square minus 2i square. So it's 2 minus 2i upon 4 minus 4i square, where i square is minus 1. So it will be 4 plus 4. So we can write it 2 minus 2i upon 8. So if I want to write, I will write it 2 upon 8 minus 2 upon 8i. So it will be 1 upon 4 minus 1 upon 4i. So here I am ending the topic. The topic was multiplicative inverse. Once again I am explaining, in multiplicative inverse we have to multiply the given term with the term. When they both will be multiplied, we need to get our answer as 1. That is known as the multiplicative inverse. But the point is, whatever we are getting, we cannot leave a term with denominator in a complex number. If denominator is a complex number, then we have to solve it further by applying conjugate or something else, but we need to solve it further. One more example I can give. If I am saying that a term is given 3 plus 4i upon 7 minus 8i. Okay, I am asking for the multiplicative inverse of this. Then surely you will say that it will be 7 minus 8i upon 3 plus 4i. Because the multiplicative inverse should be, then we will multiply by this, we should get 1. Because these two will be cancelled, these two will be cancelled. So our answer is this. We have got our answer. This is the multiplicative inverse. But the point is, we have to solve it further for making the denominator not in a complex number. The denominator should not be in the complex form. We have to solve it so we can apply the conjugate of the denominator. Okay, we will multiply with 3 minus 4i in numerator and denominator. So the denominator will be solved in a number only. That should not be the complex number. Next equations are given. Equation number 9 as it is given. Simplify. So here I am taking one or two questions from from question number 9. As question number 9, second part, if I talk about, then it is given one or two more points we will take, as it is minus 49 upon 25 minus 1 upon 9. What I can write to this, 49 will come out, 25 will come out 5, and inside it's minus 1. Here also, if you want, you can take 1 upon 3 outside, inside it is minus 1. So it's 7 1s are 7, 5 3s are 15, I and I into I. That is 7 upon 15 I square. The value of I square is minus 1. So the answer is minus 7 upon 15. Answer is minus 7 upon 15. One more question I am taking from question number 9. One more part. Here I am taking part number 6. What is it? It's 1 minus I whole cube upon 1 minus I cube. Once again I am reminding you, I square was minus 1, I was under root minus 1, I square is minus 1. If they are asking for I cube, we can write it I square into I, where I square is minus 1. I power 4 was 1. So these points we can use. So here when I have got a minus b whole cube is a cube minus b cube minus 3ab a minus b upon. To this can I write minus I, so that this is minus I, so the denominator will be 1 plus I. The denominator will be 1 plus I. So here I have got this also, it will be minus I, so that means it will be 1 plus I actually. It's 1 plus I minus 3I plus 3I square upon 1 plus I. So here it's 1 minus 2I minus 3. I square is minus 1. And it is 1 plus I. What is this? 1 minus 3. Can I write it minus 2? And it's minus 2I upon 1 plus I. I am taking minus 2 outside. It's 1 plus I upon 1 plus I. Can I cancel this? Here I got my answer. It's minus 2. This is minus 2. Next equation I am taking from equation number 12. What is given in equation number 12? Perform the indicated operations and give your answer in the form of x plus yi. Simply we have to solve it, and if we want we can use I is equal to minus 1. So here I am taking the last part of this. Is this? Yes, fifth part I am taking. It's given question number 9 or 12. It's question number 12, fifth part. It's under root 5 minus 7i, under root 5 minus 7i whole square plus minus 2 plus 7i square. If you want, then what is it? It's under root 5 minus 7i whole cube. Because it's power 1, it's power 3, so it will be whole cube. So I am solving it in a way a cube minus b cube minus 3ab a minus b. So it will be a cube 5 under root 5 minus 7i cube minus 3 into under root 5 into 7i minus under root 5 minus 7i plus 49i square a minus b whole square plus 4 minus 28i. After solving it, what it will be 343i cube. So it's 5 under root 5 minus 343i cube minus 105i plus 147 under root 5i square plus 49i square plus 4 minus 28i. What I'll do, I will change all the I cube in the form of I, because I cube we can write minus I square we can write minus 1. So here after solving this we will get 210i minus 142 under root 5 minus 45. Since we have to write in the form of a plus ib, we have to write it into the form of a plus ib. So what I'll do, from these I will take minus common outside. 45 plus 142 under root 5 and it's 210i. So here we have written it in the form of a plus ib. I request everyone to solve further questions and you can ask about the doubt. One more video I will make, that is for the modulus. That means the next topic, next exercise. So please keep doing this and complete exercise 9b today itself. Thank you.